Hello everybody, it's January 25th and I'm here with the daily devotional and it's titled, The Father Draws You. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I know we did. Our daughter was in town with her two daughters, our granddaughters. She was here to pick up Joshua, our grandson that we had for a month, and while we were here we celebrated my husband and our oldest granddaughter's birthday on the 22nd of January. Our first granddaughter was born on Papa's birthday, so it was quite the celebration. We did Legoland, which we've never been to before, so it was fun. It was a busy, quick weekend, but it was a blessed one anyway. We had a lot of fun. Hated to see him go this morning. That always rips my heart out, but we'll be back together again soon, so I look forward to our next visit. So anyway, the title for today is The Father Draws You. And I have several scriptures that I want to post with this devotional. There's several of them, so instead of stopping and reading them in between the devotional, I will just post those. But I will read John 6:65. He said, "This is why I told you that no one can come to me unless it is granted to him by the Father." That is John 6:65. The devotional is, throughout Jesus' ministry on earth, he never seemed to be intimidated by crowds. Okay, I'm going to read that again. Throughout Jesus' ministry on earth, he never seemed intimidated by the crowds. Instead, he looked into the multitudes and focused on those whom his Father was sending to him. Jesus knew that because of sin, no one naturally seeks after God. Sinful man's inclination is to hide from God rather than to come to him. Therefore, whenever Jesus saw the Father was drawing a person to himself, Jesus immediately began relating to that person. Jesus observed the great lengths to which the despised tax collector Zacchaeus had gone in order to see him pass by. In response, Jesus immediately left the crowd and spent time with this man in whom the Father was obviously working. Okay, when Jesus noticed a man following after him, Jesus spoke to Andrew, "Come." Every time the disciples experienced a new insight into the truths of God, Jesus recognized that it was the Father who had been at work in their lives. As the multitudes gathered around Jesus, he spoke some truths that were difficult for people to grasp. So challenging were his words that many of his listeners departed. But Jesus did not become discouraged. He saw that the Father was working in the lives of his disciples, and that is where Jesus invested his time. As you desire to spend time alone with Jesus, recognize that it is the Father drawing you to his Son. You do not seek quiet time with God in order to experience him. The fact that he has brought you to a place of fellowship with him. It is evidence that you are already sensing his activity, and as you read the scriptures and pray, trust that God will honor your response to his leading by teaching you more about himself. And that's so true. Sometimes people we don't even know will just strike up a conversation with them, but I think we need to recognize that sometimes it may be the Father, leading that person to us. Maybe there's something in their life that they could, use some guidance from, or just advice. Maybe you've gone through something that person is going through, and God knows that, so he's placing that person in your life for that purpose. So sometimes we need to just honor that when we run into somebody that we don't even know, but we strike up a conversation about him. Just keep it in the back of your mind that it might be God sending that person to you because they may be going through something that you can help them with, or maybe it's something you've gone through, or it could be anything. But the Father draws you to people, or draws people to you, or whatever it may be. But Yeah, I'm going to keep this one in mind for sure because, you just never know who you're running into in the grocery store or at the gas station or whatever. But if somebody strikes up a conversation to you, don't be so quick to end it quickly because you don't know them, but there may be something more into it. Maybe God sent them to you to, like I said, because there's something there that you can help them with. So anyway, I will leave some scriptures with this post, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day, and have a fabulous week. It is a new one, Start over.